If anyone should be a racist, it should be me. Statistically speaking, I should be a racist because I was born in the Deep South, in rural Alabama, on a farm, raised by parents who went through the civil rights era, who I know were hugely discriminated against. My dad served in Vietnam, and I'm sure that came with its fair share of receipts. Some of his experiences and offenses that he faced, I'm just not hearing as a 40-something grown man. My mom has shared stories about her picking cotton in the field. Yes, cotton, like slaves used to. But in spite of all of these things, me and my 6 siblings, right? The things that my parents faced, me and my 6 siblings were never told to watch out for white people. White people are evil. Never heard them say they, us, we, none of those cowardly victim words is what I call them, right? Because if you have something to say, you should be able to say it brave and you should be able to say it fully. What I'm not is religious. I do believe in God. When it comes to politics, I don't know from the left from the right. I don't know what the liberal and conservative is. I have to wait. I have to say, wait, let me think. What exactly is that? I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm not political. I barely watch the news. It's so negative. I do vote, but I vote for what's right for the country. I vote for what's right for me and my family. And when it doesn't go my way, I accept it and I move on. Now, Charlie Kirk, I did not know that man at all. I seen a couple of his videos, and the ones that I saw actually resonated with me. Because most people aren't confident and courageous enough to speak their minds or to speak their personal truth. I mean, shouldn't there be someone that you could be able to listen to at some point in time that can be able to cause you to think and say, let me reconsider this, or let me think, am I right? Am I wrong? Could I be more open-minded? So like I said, I'm not calling you out, I'm calling you up. That's what I like to say. But I think you should know that there is an agenda, and that agenda is literally the oldest trick in the book. The agenda is to steal, kill, and destroy. Now, I'm not preaching to you. I'm just putting it in a format that many of you would probably understand, but you actually don't realize that it's happening. It's stealing your peace. It's killing the unity, our unity, right? And it's destroying your optimism. Without those 3 things, it's the perfect recipe and the perfect storm to wear your victim shirt, to be a proud card-carrying member of the victim society. The media isn't showing you how many black people actually supported Kirk. I mean, for some of you are, but most of you is showing hatred stuff, right? It's showing you the very thing that ticks you off, the very thing that gets under your skin, and you fall for it every single time. It's the last thing you do before you go to bed and the first thing you do when you wake up. Go grab that phone and check on that toxicity. It's an addiction, really. But how about go and be addicted to something successful? Retrain your algorithm. Now, what's the algorithm? I think you know what it is. It's a process or a set of rules and calculations by a computer and social media. Whatever you type in, whatever you're looking at, that's what is going to serve you. But the media and the algorithm probably isn't showing you how to get wealthy, or how to build and leave a legacy, or why a financial education is imperative to your success, or how to actually control your emotions, or how to not be so emotionally charged when you hear something that you don't like. Or maybe how about to lose 30 pounds, or how to set up a life insurance policy so that it can be your family's biggest come up in the history of your family tree. Just saying. If you and I switch phones for a day or a week or a month, we would be 2 different people after whatever time frame we chose. Another thing that could help is if maybe you were aiming to solve some really hard and complicated problems. then you wouldn't have time for the minimal stuff, right? You're 30, 40, 50, 60 years old talking about unfriend me. What kind of elementary activity is that, unfriending somebody? Now, I understand protecting your peace and all that, but some of y'all are addicted to the drama. Why? Why are you addicted to the chaos? Just so emotionally charged, ready to jump off on somebody. Like D.L. Hughley, he's a prime example of this. If you look at his page on Instagram, he totally is emotionally charged and his audience is emotionally charged. But if that's what you want, cool. If that's how you want to roll and that's the life that you want to live, do your thing. Some of us want to be positive and reform. Some of us want to listen to a Jim Rohn, a Les Brown, a Tony Robbins. So you got to choose what you want. We don't have to think the same. The world would be so boring and we would not evolve as people if everything was the same. But the world needs high achievers, mid-level achievers, and then we need low-level achievers. Right? And that's the conflict, in my opinion. That's the friction. Because low-level people, mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people. And there's always something to point the finger at. There's always something to not be satisfied with. But when are we going to start accepting people for just who they are and just how they are? We need all levels. We need someone that can put together a number 5 combo real quick. We need cashiers. We also need high-level thinkers to build systems and businesses and efficiencies. Can you imagine the world and what condition the world would be in if it were led completely by people like you or me? It would not be very good, not good at all. Now, my point is for all of us to go somewhere and sit down and think before we do and try extending a little bit of grace, because we're all one statement away or one action away, and we all want the same grace that we should be extending to someone else. So, again, if you're here for the drama, go do your drama thing. But your life would be so much better if you learn to control your emotions and learn to control the amount of drama that you allow to come into your life through these little things called your phone and all of social media. Now, if you just so happen to be stopping by here for the first time, this is a platform where I help young men to develop themselves in fashion, fitness, and finance. All 3 pillars that can help you be a great and excellent leader. I would love it if you would hit that like button for me. I would love it if you subscribe. I would love it if you share this to somebody that you know needs an open mind. Until the next video, I want you to look your best, do your best, and be your best. No, seriously, be better. Be better than people think you can be. Don't give the people that tick you off the satisfaction. That's where they win. If you can be unbothered and not be emotionally charged, then that's a W. Look your best, do your best, be your best.